Hi everyone, welcome to a new reaction. For those who don't know, I'm Lapras Rabbit and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to react to a couple of videos of OneMindSyndicate. So yeah, we're back to Warhammer 40K lore and we're going to react to a couple of videos about the age of the technology, data technology. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoy, I hope everyone like it. Let me see a little more about the age of technology. I know just a little about the age of technology. So yeah, let me see let me see what going to happen here now. What happened that the age of technology and how that end. I think I'm going to explain how that end. So yeah, I hope everyone like it. This video is not substitute for the original video, so the links of these videos going to be in the description. And yeah, if you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. This will help me a lot, okay, a lot. And I'm making a stream, I'm streaming in Twitch, so if you wanna see me play games, talk to me, you can go to my Twitch and yeah, and you can talk to me that. So yeah, let's start it because I have a lot of things to react and I really excited to react to this, learn a little more about Warhammer 40K. So yeah, let me start it. I'm going to start for the old. Wait, I hope you cannot hear the cars passing by, but I'm going to start for the old ones to the new ones. Okay, video about this. So yeah, so this is the more old, I think 7 years ago. So yeah, let me see.
Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts about the 40K universe. I am your host, Gersh1, and you are watching OneMindSyndicate. Today,
Hi, my
we
Syndicate.
go back in time and talk about.
Again, I'm going to stop. I'm going to talk about it. So if you wanna see this video, no pauses. Go to the link in the description. Give him OneMindSyndicate a like. Okay.
About the golden age of man. We're talking about the dark age of technology. So let's get into 40 facts about the dark age of technology. The Dark Age of Technology, formerly referred to by imperial scholars simply as the Age of Technology, was the zenith of mankind's scientific knowledge and technological power in the Milky Way galaxy, which lasted from about the 15th millennium until the onset of the Age of Strife in the 25th millennium. It saw the development of the first true human interstellar civilization and the birth of a united human stellar confederation centered on the human homeworld of Terra.
Yeah.
Even tens of millennia later, mankind has not been able to equal or regain its former height of achievement attained in that era.
So even today you cannot achieve because it was very, I mean, the technology was very powerful in the age of technology, right? And in the film, right, the two main centers of all this was Earth and Mars, right? Mars. Wait, what? Sorry. They are the two main planets for all the colonization of other planets in the Milky Way galaxy.
Although a golden age for humanity in terms of scientific achievement, mankind has since come to regard scientific knowledge as an abnormal and dangerous commodity. The lost age of technology is thus considered dark in the Imperium's current era. It is also considered a dark age in the minds of the priests of the ecclesiarchy, because mankind in the age of technology had come to worship science as its god, and the god emperor had not yet revealed himself as the savior of humanity.
Oh no, we're getting there. We're getting there.
The stellar exodus is the name given to the historical period defined by humanity's earliest interstellar colonization
The what?
behavior of humanity. The stellar exodus is the
Exodus.
name given to the historical period defined by humanity's earliest interstellar colonization of other worlds beyond the solar system, actually taking place in the millennia before the age of technology officially began.
Mm.
Humanity initially established colonies within Terran's solar system. Spacecrafts were still only capable of sublight speed at this time.
Okay.
Voyages beyond the solar system took generations, and the colonies that were established were effectively isolated from each other and from Terra.
Mm.
This forced the individual colony star systems to be completely self-sufficient in all of their vital requirements.
Yeah, that makes
food,
sense.
medicine, technology, and allowed them to develop distinctive languages and cultures.
Oh, okay. This I didn't know about this.
The start of the age of technology was marked by the development of warp drive and the Geller field.
So, wait, so in the beginning, wait, let me go back. I want to hear this again.
This forced the individual
Wait,
solar
no.
system to
Yeah.
only capable of sublight speed at this time. Voyages
Yeah.
beyond the solar system took generations, and the colonies that were established were effectively isolated from each other.
So colonies beyond the solar system was like isolated. Ah, okay, the beyond.
From Terra. This forced the individual colony star systems to be completely self-sufficient in all of their vital requirements, food, medicine, technology, and allowed them to develop distinctive languages and cultures.
Okay, so it's a little like how I say that? It's a little like Dune, right? Dune. I don't know. I don't know if I said the name right, but yeah, it's the same thing, right? And it's like they like created a new race, a completely new race. They become a completely new race.
The start of the age of technology was marked by the development of warp drive and the Geller field, allowing human spacecraft to make short warp jumps through the recently discovered extra-dimensional realm known as the Immaterium, traveling vast interstellar distances in a relatively short amount of time. One can compare this early human form of faster-than-light travel to the way the Tau starships currently travel, described as skimming the surface of the warp. The warp drives developed greatly accelerated the human colonization of the Milky Way galaxy, and for the first time allowed interstellar trade and communication between the far-flung extrasolar human colonies and a homeworld of mankind to exist.
Nice.
Of major importance to the era and humanity in general during the age of technology was the innovation of the Standard Template Construct (STC) database system.
Wait, what? Let me go back.
And a homeworld of mankind to exist. Of major.
Okay, the warp help a lot, but how the warp becomes so dangerous? Ah, okay, the burden of Islanesh, right? Make the warp so dangerous. So was okay back in the day? Was okay travel to the warp?
Importance to the era and humanity in general during the age of technology was the innovation of the Standard Template Construct (STC) database system. These highly advanced computer databases allowed human colonies to maintain an advanced technological level. The STCs contained all human scientific and technological knowledge of the era and provided the instructions required to build anything the colonists might need, as most colonists lived relatively simple lives and required only basic equipment and machines. The more advanced technology available in a full STC was rarely utilized.
Okay.
The resulting exploration of the galaxy brought mankind new knowledge, wealth, and arrogance. Science is said to have become humanity's new god in this time.
Yeah, not different. I think for someone it is today.
Placing in importance all of the previous human religions. Humanity encountered several intelligent alien races during this expansion out into the galaxy, such as the Eldar and the warlike orcs. With these discoveries, the first human Xeno wars began. The threat of aliens was viewed as trivial, and eventually non-aggression pacts were signed between Terra, its colonies, and many of the alien races. After
Okay.
the discovery
Not the orcs, right? Just the elder and the other ones, right?
of warp drive allowing interstellar transportation, commerce, and communication to develop, the human colonies were politically united with Terra in some form of a federation
The Galactic Federation. Okay.
of interstellar government, thus allowing the human race to remain unified and powerful. The form and nature of this unified government remains unknown in the remaining records.
Wait, what?
The form and nature of this unified government remains unknown
Okay.
in the remaining records. It was during the Age of Technology that the Psychers were first scientifically verified to exist. After
Okay.
long millennia of legend, rumor, and pseudoscience, in which the scientific establishment simply could not prove the existence of psychic powers among humans. It is unexplained how these early human psychers avoided the danger of demonic possession for thousands of years,
Okay.
which would have led to the destruction of an entire world, as later happened during the Age of Strife, whether
Yeah.
demons and the ruinous powers were less prevalent or potent in the warp in this time.
Maybe because when Isla Nash was born, and then the warp became more chaotic. Maybe. I don't know. It's just I think I was thinking.
Before Slanesh's birth is unknown. Where at first the gift of the psychic mutation was limited to only a few individuals in every human population, who often fell victim to superstitious suppression. Toward the end of the Age of Technology, psychers suddenly began appearing in unusually great numbers on every human world.
Okay.
On the more
So the technology, they are rare, and then when the Age of Strife, the Age of Technology, and then they start the Age of Strife, they start to appear more and more quantity, because again, what I think, because the Isla Nash appear, when Isla Nash appear.
more progressive and technologically advanced human colonies, these psychers, at least until the threat of demonic possession became apparent, were protected
Okay.
by law and allowed to develop and explore their abilities on
Wait. Back.
human world. On the more progressive and technologically advanced human colonies, these psychers, at least until the threat of demonic possession became apparent, were protected by law and allowed
Okay. So before they discover about the possession of the demons, the possession. How you say it again?
until the threat of demonic possession became
Possession. Okay. Demonic possession. They're protected by the
apparent,
government.
were protected by law and allowed to develop and explore their abilities. On other less sophisticated human worlds, they were often killed in literal witch hunts and anti-psyker programs.
Even in the Age of Technology that happened. Strange. No, not strange, but I don't know. Maybe humankind always fear what they don't understand, right?
One of the reasons humanity was so successful at conquering a large part of the galaxy during the era was the development of the artificial intelligent humanoid constructs, now only known in fragmented pre-imperial records as the Men of Iron.
Men of
These
Iron.
powerful and fully autonomous robots intended for both labor and combat won many wars for humanity, but for some unknown reason turned against their masters at the end of the Dark Age of Technology and unleashed a terrible war upon the human worlds.
So no one knows why they start to get against the humans?
In the cryptic account of the history of mankind given by Crippius, one of the keepers of the library Sanctum of Terra, the Iron Men, or Men of Iron, were legendary, artificially intelligent humanoid machines created by humans during the Dark Age of Technology. Until shortly before the Age of Strife, the Men of Iron were loyal only to mankind and served as humanity's army in a period when much of human space was united by a Federation-type government that existed.
Oh, very scary. I start to watch some new technologies videos, and I start to see a lot of new robots being developed now. I'm being scared. I am scared.
before the Imperium of Man. The men of iron were developed after the similar artificial intelligent construct remembered only as the men of stone, but before the modern conception of robots in the Warhammer 40K universe. Eventually, the men of iron turned on their human masters, believing themselves superior to the humans, who relied on the men of iron to do virtually everything for them.
So they start to think they are superiors of humans. Okay.
This conflict was eventually won by humanity, but at a great cost. The damage to interstellar human society was catastrophic and shattered much of humanity's hard-won economic strength and political unity, leading into the collapse.
Yeah, because the robots was doing everything, right? He said in the video it was for war and for other jobs.
Caused by the onset of the Age of Strife. It is as a result of this ancient conflict that it is now considered one of the greatest crimes in Imperial space to develop an artificially intelligent thinking machine. The widespread fear and repulsion towards artificial intelligence amongst the worlds of mankind
is against the law, right? Create intelligence.
In the wake of the terrible conflict with the men of
robot
iron,
intelligence.
leads to the development of the first servitor.
But the thing I want to ask, they have some kind of technology. Not all the technology was banished, right? Because even the school servers, they are very they can do a lot of things. Then maybe a computer today cannot. Wait. Sorry, the cars in the street. I hope you don't listen this. I don't know what happened today. All the cars decided to appear today here. But what was I was talking about? Yeah, the skull servers. They can do a lot of things, right? So yeah, not all even for today, the technology they have in Warhammer 40K, some of the technology are very advanced, more advanced. I don't know if I said that right. Than we have today.
At the end of this period, servitors were cybernetic servants lacking true sentience, created from the bodies of condemned criminals or lobotomized, vat-grown humanoids.
What?
Leads to the development of the first servitors at the end of this period. Servitors were cybernetic servants lacking true sentience, created from the bodies of condemned criminals or lobotomized, vat-grown humanoids, whose bodies and brains were partially replaced with machine systems.
I think someone today is trying to do the same thing. I don't going to tell names, but someone today, very rich, is excited to do the same thing.
A standard template construct fabricator for the Men of Iron was discovered on the chaos-controlled planet Menazoid Epsilon during the Sabbat Worlds Crusade by Colonel
Wait, what was discovered? Get a little lost. What was discovered?
Criminals or lobotomized, vat-grown humanoids, whose bodies and brains were partially replaced with machine systems.
Yes.
A standard template construct fabricator for the Men of Iron was discovered on the chaos-controlled planet Menazoid Epsilon during the Sabbat Worlds Crusade by Colonel Commissar Ilbrent Gaunt of the Tanith 1st and only Imperial Guard Regiment. Certain Imperials would have used it to their own end, mainly to create a robotic army with which to overthrow the Imperium.
No.
But it had been tainted by chaos, and was subsequently destroyed by Gaunt. After the first two Men of Iron the STC fabricator produced were tainted by the foul touch of chaos.
Oh, wait. So robots can be corrupted too by chaos? Okay.
This in itself may be evidence of what happened to the original Men of Iron, a sentient being. They could have been corrupted by chaos and then turned on their creators. The golden age of humanity would not last.
Oh, so maybe was the chaos god who make the robots go against the humankind in the beginning? Maybe.
Warp travel became increasingly difficult and ultimately impossible due to the Great Immaterium Warp Storm that would herald the
Yeah.
violent birth of the Chaos God Slanesh and the fall of the Eldar that began in the 25th millennium. The economy.
Yeah, so I was right. So I think I was right. Before the Slanesh appear, right? The chaos, the warp was okay. It's not was the perfect, but was okay. But when she's burned, the warp storms.
And the Imperium Warp Storm.
Warp storms, yes. They start to have warp storms, and this make more difficult, like it is today in the Warhammer 40K universe.
And in the 25th millennium.
Okay.
The economy of the Human Federation had already been damaged by the terrible wars against the Men of Iron, and the growing frequency and extent of the warp storms causing trade and communication between the human colonies to collapse.
Yeah, I remember that.
The isolation of human-settled planets and star systems. Within this relative isolation, abhumans, new human mutant subspecies like the Ogrins, Rattlings, and Squats adapted to their environment and developed on several planets in the galaxy. If you want to learn more about the abhumans, please check out our 40 Facts series on the abhumans.
Abhumans? It's the first time I hear about them. What?
In this situation, certain high population worlds, like Terra, had relied heavily on trade with the rest of humanity. They were suddenly unable to feed their enormous population. Starvation followed. Those human psychers who had recently developed their powers were relatively weak and inexperienced, and at a constant risk of possession by demons and other warp entities after the Great Warp Storm began.
The problem, right? Start to a lot of new psychers appear.
The sudden impossibility of warp travel meant that the once unified interstellar human federation broke apart into completely isolated star systems.
Yeah. Because they cannot fly anymore between the planets and the solar system from the other systems to the other solar systems.
Possession, widespread insanity, and isolation led to inner human conflict, utter anarchy, and the regression of most human civilizations.
I don't know, the government could know anything of these planets. I mean, even today, if something chaos happen, the government can ask for the army to get the control, to get back the control of things. And these planets have their own government even before they start to get back together. When the age of technology, the golden age of technology happened.
Into barbarism. The 5,000.
I don't know if you can understand what I say. I'm really sorry if you cannot understand what I say.
1,000 Terran years following the end of the Dark Age of Technology are thus adaptly named the Age of Strife by the savants of the Imperium of Man. And those were 40 facts about the Dark Age of Technology. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
I enjoy. I don't know if I speak enough, a lot, but I really enjoy.
Historical topics you guys would like us to make lore videos on for Warhammer 40K. Just to let you guys know, because I know a lot of people are going to ask to make 40 facts on the Men of Iron. The Men of Iron do not have that much lore to them. They are mentioned.
Oh, this is an old video, so they have already 40 facts about Men of Iron, and I'm going to react for this too, but not today. I try to make more small videos, so I'm not going to make today. Yeah, I said I'm going to I said I go to a couple of videos, but maybe it's better to make part 1, part 2, part 3. Okay, I'm going to make part 1, part 2, part 1, part 2, and part 3 about the age of technology, the dark age of technology of OneMindSyndicate. Okay, so I hope everyone liked this one. I hope you enjoy, and yeah, please, if you like it, please give me a like and subscribe. If you really like me to continue the Dark Age of Technology, please tell me in the commentaries. And yeah, thank you everyone. Hope you have a nice day. I hope you have a great day. Give me a like if you like it, subscribe to my channel, and I see you next time. Bye bye.